So, Anthony, I want to share a little a vegan story with you. Our lovely neighbors across the street here invited us to dinner. And my wife her diet is particular as mine. We try to stay away from a lot. We like a lot of whole foods and plants, but we're whole foods and things like that. We stay away from a lot of beef and chicken and stuff. You know, but what do you do when you're invited to dinner and they serve lamb chops?
Oh, great question.
And I love lamb chops, so I'll let you guess. What did I do?
I think that you ate some.
I did, and I loved it, and I enjoyed it, and I have no guilt over it. And next morning, back to apples and bananas and oatmeal for breakfast, a little salad or a sliced tomato for lunch, for dinner, lentil soup with whole grain, right back on the wagon. So is that so bad? What would you recommend people do in that situation where they're really conscious of watching their weight, but they're invited to dinner, out to a restaurant or someone's house? What do you do?
I mean, I like the idea that you first introduced me to of the flexitarian. Now, when we're first getting started, it's advisable to be a little strict. But as we change our habits, change our lifestyle, change our skills, I would say we can introduce some of these things back into our lives, these types of foods and stuff that we enjoy. I talk to people every day, and when I tell someone, or when I've said to people that, or we talk about, I really don't say this to people, but when we talk about, you're never going to get to eat meat again. I mean, they like, their shoulders slump, their eyes get all glassy. They're just like, my life's over. But,
yeah,
if someone could do this periodically, and like you did, take the best cuts of meat, the healthy cuts.
It was first class New Zealand lamb. It was beautiful. It had the mint jelly. And let me add, there was fresh broccoli with no butter. There was a gigantic salad with almonds on it and a balsamic vinegar. There was a homemade whole wheat bread on it. I mean, she kind of knows the way we eat. And the thing is, I probably had less than a deck of cards in terms of total meat. And so I guess it always goes back. How obsessive do we have to be, or can we modify and make an exception once in a while, but get back on? I'm just scared. I got this thing in me, and I think, gee, if I do it once, I'll be like, someone who's back off the wagon again,
Yeah, well, that was a special occasion, and as long as you don't have, for me, as long as I don't have it in my house, then I'm not going to be tempted.
Good advice. We don't have any processed foods. Everything's fresh fruits and vegetables. I can go anytime to my refrigerator and put out apples, bananas, grapes, great cherries, great summer fruits are out right now. I might just take a cucumber, those English cucumbers, and just slice it up with a little Cerucci hot sauce, and our whole refrigerator is so full of good food. And I took your advice, tossed out all the processed stuff. So I guess we can modify, or what's the word? Be flexitarian once in a while, as long as we get back on the wagon.
Get back on the wagon, and that lamb is raised eating nothing but grass.
Yeah.
And the meat is really red because oxygen flows in through the blood of that animal. It's a very healthy animal. And you ate a small portion.
Yeah.
And what I want you to do is, when you do that, to enjoy it fully.
I did. I had a couple glasses of wine with it, and it was just Pinot Noir, a nice hearty red fruity wine, Pinot Noir, which I love. And I had a great evening. I think, but it was kind of. I've been so strict on myself these last couple months.
Yeah.
And here I was. What do I do? Do I hide it in a napkin under the table? Do I, I mean, I don't want to insult somebody. It's tough sometimes. So I was just wondering what your take, is it okay to be flexible once in a while?
I say once in a while because what we want to look at is the majority of what we do and the majority of our habit. Now, I will say I went over to a friend's house and they slammed down a couple of chili cheese dogs in front of me, and I wasn't going to do it. Now, I would make an exception for lamb chops or lamb or some very nice cuts of meat, but I have a hard time putting some very low quality, low grade processed foods through my system. So that's another dilemma we'll have to talk about. How do you handle that situation socially?
If somebody wants to talk to you, and you offer a free health training, mentoring, coaching session to people, how do they reach you if they want to talk to you like I am right now?
If you want to reach me and just chat about these kinds of things, I have 24 years experience in the health food industry. I'm a trained scientist. You can reach me at healthmentor.com and just shoot me an email. I'll get back with you, or give me a call at 222-3896, area code 513. Hey, I'd love to chat.
That's great stuff. Great information as always. Good health to you.
And good health to you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.